Today we will discuss role of working memory. Working memory is a cognitive system with a limited capacity that is responsible for temporarily holding information available for processing. So it is a memory, it's a short-term memory where information is being held temporarily for a shorter period of time. Individual differences in working memory might influence how we comprehend discourse. So individual differences in the short-term memory, they do affect how individuals comprehend a discourse. These differences can be due to somebody having, within the short memory span, it varies that how long an individual can hold a particular information. Working memory has two types. It's the auditory as well as visual spatial memory system. Audio is responsible for recording everything that is being spoken, and visual spatial is recording of information that is being seen. If it is quite similar to the process of making a video or film, where you record everything that is being spoken and that is being happening or that is being seen. Now the difference between video and your short-term memory is that a video can be stored for later purposes and that can be played later on, but anything that is recorded in short-term memory has to be played back, has to be accessed. Otherwise that information might go into long-term memory span, and if it is not rehearsed, it can decay or it can be forgotten. Now, looking at some of the points, let's try to have a better understanding in the light of different researches that have been done. The important research that has been done in this area is by Denman. The limited resources of working memory are allocated to processing certain tasks as well as to temporarily store the results of these tasks. So that is basically what the main job of the working memory is. Now the researchers believe that we sometimes find ourselves in a trade-off position. When a task has considerable storage and processing demands, we may be unable to perform both functions satisfactorily. So if the situation is where you require the performing of the or storing of the information and the processing both at the same time, it can be a burdensome and we may be unable to perform these two functions satisfactorily. Now, the researchers had participants in order to see the reading span tasks. They had the participants and they asked them to read aloud series of sentences and then recall the final word to each sentence. The task began with only 2 sentences in a series and progressed until a person could not recall the final words in each sentences. The research was done to look at the time span, and it shows different variation. The reading span varied from 2 to 5. The researchers then administered a reading comprehension task. Each participant read a passage and answered few questions about it. Now, Denman and Carpenter interpretation of the results was that individuals with smaller reading spans had smaller working memory capacity. That is that the readers with the span which was small, they had the smaller working capacity, and that made it difficult for them to comprehend references more than few sentences back. So having the smaller reading span result into smaller working memory capacity. Another research done by Whitney and colleagues, they also extended these results, and they had 2 groups of individuals who differed in working memory, read difficult passages. Both groups produced inferences, but it was seen that high memory span readers tended to do so towards the end of passage, whereas low memory span readers distributed their inferences more evenly throughout the passage. So the study shows difficulty in retaining so much of information in working memory led low span readers to form concrete specific inferences, some of which later turned out to be wrong. By keeping their options open, high span readers were able to make those decisions later in the passage when they were more likely to be correct. So difficulty in retaining so much information in working memory led low span readers to form concrete inferences. To conclude, working memory capacity, of course, is not only individual characteristic that influence discourse comprehension. Another is the background knowledge about the subject matter in the passage. When we encounter unfamiliar passages, it is more difficult to draw appropriate inferences.